Welcome back to Across Louisiana. Well, back to school time is already upon us. It's hard to believe, but it's here. There's lots of exciting things going on here at the East Baton Rouge Parish School System, and here to give us the scoop on that is Mr. Keith Bromery. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me. We're very excited about the school year starting on August 11th. That date is when teaching and learning starts. It's not a what did you do during your summer vacation or that kind of thing. So it's important that parents prepare their children with school supplies, with, just encouragement to do their best starting on day one, which is August 11th, that Monday, so that they come to school prepared to learn. We have experienced this remarkable growth in terms of our student performance over the last 6 or 7 years that I wanted to talk a little bit about.
Sure.
At this point in time, over 70% of our schools have increased their performance over the past 6 years. Our graduation rate just jumped from 66% to 68.6%.
Wow.
The state average is 72.3%. When you consider the fact that 85% of our students are on the federal free and reduced meals program, you can see how that incremental improvement over time has really shined, and we're just looking to continue that, and we have no reason to believe that it won't be continued into the next school year and beyond.
Absolutely. I mean, it's key for the kids to get a good start going on so they carry that momentum into the school year. It's really great to hear that things are kind of trending on the right track there. To what do you attribute that? And talk to me a little bit about how you see yourself and the others at the school system working to keep that ball rolling, if you will.
Well, it's dedicated staff. It's a curriculum that has rigor embedded in it. It's concentration on things like STEM subject, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. We even have, starting this year, one of our elementary schools, it's starting in pre-K, or in kindergarten rather, STEM subjects, which you wouldn't think would start there. It would usually be in even middle school, but we're starting it there now. Our magnet programs are expanding. We're now teaching Mandarin Chinese.
Wow.
At one of our schools at Polk Elementary that has also Spanish taught there, and that at BR Flame, as we call it, they teach Spanish and French. And basically what it is you start in the earlier years, kindergarten, first grade, in kind of a bilingual situation, and then you switch totally to the foreign language. So the only course that you're taught that's not in that foreign language is English language arts, of course, as you would expect. And then we have a myriad of other academic magnet programs that include the visual and performing arts, STEM subjects like I had said, even broadcast communications like that, and medical science. These are themes which keep especially older kids in school and interested, because oftentimes we find kids drop out because they don't see a connection to a career field at all. So by having those themes there, they're still getting the basics in terms of reading, writing, arithmetic, and social studies and the rest. But these themes keep them engaged.
Obviously, with a 7-year track record of growth, you're obviously doing some things that are effective, that are getting good results. If folks want to find out more about the offerings of the school system or any other questions they might have, where do they need to go for more information on that?
Probably the best place to go is our website. It's ebrschools.org. That's one of the better websites that you could go to. It's very user-friendly to click on subject areas that you want to go to, and it has a parent portal too that you can go to.
Fantastic.
Just to find what's going on.
Excellent. Thanks so much for coming on and giving us a scoop on that. Continued luck, continued growth. We look forward to having you back on and tell us more about it.
Thanks for the invitation.
Well, they're out there right now keeping you safe from Medicare fraud. It's the Senior Medicare Patrol. Take a look, everyone.
Louisiana Senior Medicare Patrol needs you to help us spread the word about Medicare fraud prevention.
The Senior Medicare Patrol grant for the state of Louisiana is held by a large nonprofit called EQ Health Solutions. So we manage the program for the Administration on Aging, which is part of the Administration for Community Living here in the state of Louisiana.
Last year, Louisiana Senior Medicare Patrol educated over 23,000 Medicare beneficiaries. There's 800,000 Medicare beneficiaries in Louisiana. We're a very small staff of 3. We can't do it alone, so we need your help.
We do rely very heavily upon a volunteer corps that goes statewide, and they are using no tax dollars to help the federal government save tax dollars that are going out to crooks, scam artists, dishonest providers, and the like. So it is a very tightly run and efficient program.
We currently have 40 volunteers that are statewide, and with the new baby boomers coming in, we'll have about 800,000 Medicare beneficiaries in the state of Louisiana, so 40 is not nearly enough. We need new volunteers. Successful volunteers have experience in public speaking. They have a medical background, some general ideas with Medicare, Medicaid. They're familiar with Medicare summary notices and how to read them. We have several retired RNs that are volunteers, and we also have a retired physician that is a volunteer. So they have experience in the medical field. But you don't have to be a retired medical professional to be a volunteer. Some of our volunteers have been homemakers. They've been in the media and social activists.
We are looking for some very specific types of people to join up with us. However, we sit down with you, we've got some different forms and checklists for you to look at, so we try to really take the time to make sure that we are a good fit for you. We don't want you to be spending your valuable free time working in a program that might not be the right fit for you. So we work real hard to make sure that we are what you are looking for and that you are what we are looking for. Because it is it's very much a community development and an interactive sort of a volunteer opportunity. So it's not for everyone, but the feedback we get from our volunteers is that when we make a good match, it's a really great match because it's providing something for the volunteers that they haven't been able to find in a more traditional type volunteer organization.
Volunteering for Louisiana Senior Medicare Patrol is very flexible. Once a month we send out a calendar to the volunteers with events that we have scheduled in their area, and they pick and choose which events they're available to help us out with. And those are community outreach events and education sessions, like health fairs at senior centers, independent living facilities where you go and you stand at a booth and you hand out S&P literature, brochures, and giveaways. And then we do presentations, and presentations are usually 15 to 20 minutes in length with some time afterwards for question and answer. And those are done at the same places: senior centers, independent living facilities, elderly housing units. Those can be for churches, civic groups, those types of places.
They never go to a senior's home. You know, they're not meeting in places that are not well-known and chaperoned, if you will. There's always going to be a site manager there. There's going to be some type of salaried staff people on site at whatever location our volunteers are visiting. Our volunteers make a difference. Our program makes a difference. We can definitely fight against Medicare fraud, but it's going to take everyone pulling together. We ask, one of the things that our volunteers tell the folks that they work with in their communities is to look at those Medicare summary notices. That's that statement that they get every 90 days. And looking at that's the only way you'll ever know if your number is being misused, if your number has gotten into the hands of someone who is using it to file false claims to the Medicare system. If you're interested in volunteering with Senior Medicare Patrol, or if you think that you might have an issue that we need to help you with, you can reach us by calling our toll-free number, 877-272-8720. Or if you want more information about volunteering, we've got a wonderful section on our website that talks all about volunteering. You can even take a look at our volunteer handbook there on the website. And that website address is www.stopmedicarefraudla.org.
When we come back on Across Louisiana, find out all about Shop Baker Day. Don't miss it.